Good evening, my children. Tonight, I will be reading you a story. Pay attention. This was posted by Anonymous Warning, AI77. I've been crying for the last few hours. I can still hear my wife screaming and sobbing in the other room. I've never regretted something so much in my entire life. I'm making this on an anonymous account because I don't want anyone to find out who I am. You'll soon see why. This is the only post I'll ever make on this profile. I wish I could take it back. The worst part of all this is that I could have stopped it from happening. I could have fucking prevented this from happening, but it's too late now. Maybe this will keep you all from making the same mistake. I'm reminded for some odd reason of the old saying, curiosity killed the cat. This is what happened. I read an article on this site. For those who don't want to click through and read it, it's a simple clickbait article laying out the possibility that AI can predict the future with amazing accuracy. According to some scientists who work with that sort of thing, they've been asking computers to predict things regarding certain events. Sometimes it's about politics, or some result in a controlled setup. Where will the ball land? In a game of pachinko, for example. They found that the computer's AI could accurately predict the result 99% of the time, or so they allege. I'm not into computer science, but the article piqued my interest. I somehow got it into my head. I've heard a lot about the advancements being made in AI. It's so powerful now that AI can generate photos based on typed up sentences and prompts. There are websites and engines online where anyone can type something up and get an image spit back at them. They're often dumb, and they've been getting really good lately. In fact, an AI computer recently won a recent art contest in Colorado. I've seen ads online for these AI text-to-photo sites like Dolly. So, I started to ask myself, what if I just asked the AI for future and let it show me? Last night, I went to Dolly. Usually, it's used to generate silly photos from typed up sentences, like flying pineapples with pearl earrings. Instead of typing in a sentence or a descriptive phrase, all I typed in was me, my wife, and our 2-year-old son's future. This is what I got back. As you can see, it was creepy as fuck. I've cropped the image to protect the identity of myself and my wife. It showed our faces and what looked to be my son, his face turned away on the road in a pool of his own blood. But I laughed it off. The faces were similar to us, but we don't own a car like that. Besides, the AI works by selecting from Google Images, so that could be any couple. I shuddered, but I managed to move past it. I typed in a few other prompts. I forgot about the photo for a little while, but it kept creeping back into the front of my mind. Finally, I couldn't take any more. I had to know if it was just a random fluke. I typed in me and my wife getting married as a prompt. I couldn't really think of anything else, but I figured it was vague and amorphous enough to prove to me that AI wasn't some all-knowing being. It brought back this image. Again, I've cropped it to hide our identities. I'll say this much right now, I gasped when I saw it. Our wedding photo is so fucking similar it isn't even funny. I was so shocked I started laughing. Then, that shock turned into confusion. How could the AI replicate our wedding photo so well? We had a Halloween wedding, which is why my wife was wearing an orange dress. I had the same black suit. The posing was just off. Our faces were distorted because the AI has trouble with proportions. But God, it was so similar. Maybe I should have been freaked out, but honestly, I had no idea what to do. What are you supposed to do in that kind of situation? I tried to explain it rationally. I eventually figured out that the AI must be using my location and then taking some photos from Google Images. We posted so many online, and a lot of Facebook photos are searchable through Google. It didn't exactly call me, but it seemed like a good explanation. I decided that was enough of the site for my liking. I wish I had stopped it there. I wish I had listened to my gut. I wish I'd have done something, or told someone. God, I wish it so much. I did nothing, and went to bed that night like usual. This afternoon, my wife was playing with our son in the front yard. Oh God. Oh God. I had just gotten back from work. I was sitting in the veranda. My wife turns to me and asks something about dinner. My son suddenly runs off into the road, and a driver in a red Honda comes speeding down. 30 miles over the speed limit. Some fucking idiot-ass teenager shows off for his stupid friends. The screaming, the wailing. My son was dead in an instant, and the fucking AI photo had captured it almost perfectly. I swear to God, he even got the color of his shirt right. My wife was utterly inconsolable. She won't touch me. She keeps wailing and screaming for her baby who will never come back. I could have done something. It had warned me, but I was too stupid to listen. I had a gut feeling all day, but I didn't even think of it. I was busy with work and errands. It slipped my mind. Curiosity killed the cat. I don't know if knowing would have made a difference, but I know now that I am tortured by the fact that I got to see the future and did nothing to change it. It's my fault. I can't even begin to describe the guilt and pain I feel right now. My wife and me got back from the hospital an hour ago. I did something as soon as I got home. I went on Dolly again. I stared at my screen for a while, and I decided to ask it about my future again. I typed in, "What is my future?" and it gave me this image. This will be the last thing I ever write. A final goodbye for the world before I leave it. I have it in my hands now. And who am I to keep the future from coming? Maybe if all you read this, you'll learn from me. For the love of God, don't go messing around with things you don't understand. Please. This AI shit is more powerful than any of us realize. Consider that you may be better off not knowing. If you all enjoyed this reading, please, I implore you to leave a like and subscribe. I will be seeing you later. Enjoy the rest of your night.